Hello everyone, this is Mr. Smith with another art story to share with you guys today. And this story is called Gordon Parks, How the Photographer Captured Black and White America. And this story was written by Carole Boston Weatherford and illustrated by Jamey Christoph. Now this story is about a real life person, Mr. Gordon Parks, who's right here on the front of the book. And Gordon Parks was a photographer. A photographer is someone who makes art by taking pictures with a camera. And he is super amazing. I really love the work of Gordon Parks. I'm kind of a photography guy myself. I really like taking pictures with the camera, so I find him really inspiring. Let's go ahead and take a look at this story and see what happened with Mr. Gordon Parks in his life. Gordon Parks, How the Photographer Captured Black and White America. The youngest of 15, Parks arrives stillborn and is nearly left for dead until a dip in ice water shocks his tiny heart to beat. The baby is named for the man who saved his life, Dr. Gordon. When young Gordon crosses the prairie on horseback, nothing seems beyond reach. But his white teacher tells her all-black class, "You'll all wind up porters and waiters." What did she know? That's not very nice. After Gordon loses his mother at age 15, he moves in with his sister in Minnesota. Soon on his own, Gordon works odd jobs: busboy, piano player, and finally, porter and waiter. "25 years old and all but broke," when a magazine spread about migrant farm workers inspires him to buy a camera. That $7.50 is the best money he will ever spend. In 1 month, he teaches himself enough for an exhibit at a camera store. Soon he is shooting fashion and portraits. One model tells him to take his camera to the big city. You can see he's taking lots of photos with his camera of all different kinds of things. In Chicago, Gordon's shots of struggling families on the South Side win him a chance to be a government photographer. He leaves the Midwest and turns his camera on Washington. Gordon wonders, what should I shoot? Search for a subject, his boss says. In the nation's capital, he passes the White House and the Supreme Court. In the shadow of the Capitol, he sees black families living in alley dwellings. He can see that blacks have had it harder than whites. He passes statues, monuments, and memorials to mighty heroes, but there are enough photos of white men carved in marble and granite. He glimpses white-only signs in shop windows and learns firsthand that even if there's no sign, it doesn't mean that a black man will be served. Boiling mad, Parks vows to lay bare racism with his lens. He shares his vision with his boss, who points him toward his subject. Talk to her. She knows struggle. She is Ella Watson, a cleaning lady in the building where Parks works. She supports her grandchildren on just over $1,000 a year. It's not very much money at all. The photographer follows her for weeks, home, church, and to work at 4 p.m. After a long day, she studies the Bible with her family. Gordon takes pictures of her grandchildren too, dressing, eating, reading, playing, not yet knowing the racism that they will surely face. Over his long career, Gordon's photos will run in Vogue and Life magazines. Their first black photographer. He will write novels, make movies, compose music and poetry, and be hailed a Renaissance man. But Gordon's most famous shot will be American Gothic. In the newspapers, the photo exposed the nation to the unfairness of segregation. Standing before the flag of freedom, cleaning lady Ella Watson holds the tools of her trade and the hopes of her grandchildren. She knows all too well that the opportunities the flags symbolize are denied her because of her skin color. Yet she dares to dream of and strive for better. Through Gordon's lens, her struggle gained a voice, and you don't have to hear her story to know her prayer. And there we go. And there are some of the actual photographs that Mr. Gordon Parks took. So that is the photo of Miss Ella Watson, the cleaning lady, holding her mop and her broom. So Gordon Parks was an amazing artist who helped show the differences in racism in America. I hope you guys enjoyed that story as much as I did, and I will see you guys for another one very, very soon.